That sounds like I've got him in a closet like I've vacuum sealed them or something. Like, bring another one out, come on. No, you guys are going to love this next guy. We've got to give some big love. First time performing stand-up. This is what this night's all about. Champion new people, getting up, testing out their comedy. So make them feel big love right now, everyone. Play Hardly!
Yeah.
Well, I had a few things that I was going to talk about tonight, but I'm really going to lead into that shit thing. Fuck it, it's my first time. So, I'm a security supervisor. I was training a new guard the other week. He's an 18-year-old. He's fresh, he's enthusiastic as fuck. I don't know what's wrong with him. And I don't know what happened to me. We were there late at night. And the shackles of the last 10 years of bullshit just fell off of me. And I started to sort of like almost fucking gamble around the office. We were talking and chatting and laughing, and we got geared up to go into this factory. And I thought it'd be funny and appropriate somehow to lock him in the office and fart. But what I failed to sort of consider was like my age and my weight and a few fucking other things. And I squatted down just as he turned around. And I sprayed directly into my underwear. This poor boy, I don't know what he thought, but he turned around and I kind of went from just dead straight, did an about turn, and fucking marched into the toilet and yelled at him to go on patrol by himself. That wasn't my best night. I'm also the idiot with that soundbar situation over there that tried to hand a fucking Coke can over the really expensive equipment. So sorry about that again, Mr. Soundman. I got a little bit nervous tonight, so I thought I'd bring my mum tonight. Thought she could come along. She's been dead for 5 years. Really been wondering where to put her ashes, but yeah, I thought that was a good idea. I think it sort of occurred. I took 400 milligrams of edibles this morning with a hot dog at like Epping Forest. And I think when that wore off, that all wore off in the afternoon, and I decided just to leave her in the car. So. But she might make it to one of my future shows. I was on eFuck the other day. I mean, I was thinking about porn the other day. And when I was growing up, and I remember the first time I saw porn, and that was my mother's boyfriend at the time, and you know, he was in like a heroin stupor, and I was about 9, and kind of snuck on in, and looked under the bed and pulled it out. There's a big box of fucking porn there, like I was trying to just look for a cigarette. So I put this porn out. What the fuck's this? I get down the road, hide in the bush. Oh, yeah, that's something's going on there. End up just jizzing all over those pages, just hiding that shit in a fucking storm drain. Flushed it down like drugs. I could have taken the whole box, he wouldn't have known he was on heroin. Well, I grew up pretty poor. I grew up next to a prison. RB representative, you know. And it was interesting. We used to hear the sirens at lunch, and these kids would look around. It was like, Daddy, you might be home tonight. 50% of these kids are like, oh, Daddy might be home. You know, 30% are probably like, fuck, I hope Daddy doesn't come home tonight. 20% don't even know who their dad is. So, right. Yeah, I moved up. Things were a bit rough when I was growing up. My mum was a pump and dump, bus stop pump and dump. My father fled to Victoria. And at some point he decided to come back and take a bit of authority. Moved me up to the north as a state, and they enrolled me in a fucking Catholic school. I went from the worst public school in the state, pretty much, to a fucking Catholic school. That was a culture shock. I remember this little kid one day was there. I threw an apple pie on the ground. He said, "You get a double on you." So I went, "You fucking snitch." Like where I come from, if you threw that shit on the ground like two kids would have a feed, it'd be fucking awesome. I'm deaf as fuck. Have I got overtime? No? I'm still going, alright. What do we got? Oh yeah. On to a bit of current news. There was a Sudanese boy, 16-year-old, in the paper recently. I think he broke some record for like the 100-metre sprint. And it always gets me with like white Australian racist motherfuckers. They just, you know, they say, "Oh, these bloody black gangs are running around Sydney with machetes and it's a fucking plague." But they're like, "But that kid, we'll keep him." That hits it well. Thank you. On YouTube, that Chase That Film.
Sorry.
It's interesting.